Na 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 na. Leeds are going up, going up. Leeds are going up. If you hadn't guessed, looking at the table, played a couple more games extra because we actually got promoted before, so I thought I might as well just jump straight to the last game of the season. We'll play that game and then we'll do the end of the season review. But as you can see there, second place. After a woeful start, we've just literally just blitzed through, and I think we've lost one or maybe two in the last, God, it feels like about 20 odd games. But yeah, 84 points. Not enough to obviously to topple Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough pissed it basically. We had 94 points for a game to play. And today we've got a game against QPR. We've got nothing to play for, as have we, of course. And it's looking like Birmingham City and Barnsley will be going down, along with Burton or Nottingham Forest. But looking at the results since the Preston game, and as you can see, we beat Aston Villa 5-2. Fantastic game this was as well. It was pretty tight until, well, there was like a 2-minute spell that seemed to just kill the game off. It was 3-2 at the time. But yeah, Lucas Boy getting a brace for them, and then Samu Saiz getting a brace for us, Roof getting a goal, Elphick with an own goal, and Alioski with basically the final goal, the final nail in the coffin for that game. So that was very pleasing indeed. Another 7-goal thrill against Villa. Then we had Barnsley at home, and we absolutely trounced them 5-0. It's not like it was some Derby games. What's going on? Stuart Dallas, 2 goals. Vieira getting one. Kalua getting one, and as did, should I say, Hernandez. It was a very complete performance. I think I'm Sean Connery. But yeah, anyway. Then the last game, that was basically decided, and I'd played those 2 games, and we actually got promoted, largely because Wolves had already played. And they ended up dropping points or something. I can't remember exactly how it came about, but I know that something happened where we ended up winning by getting promoted by default. But we went away to Norwich and we managed to get a 3-1 win against them. It was pretty straightforward, 3-0. They got a late consolation. Job done. But today we've got QPR. We'll have a final look in the Championship in terms of a team that's in the Championship, of course. And they've got Alessandro Dal Canto even. He's got a nice beard. And he's, again, not bad, very good motivator. Man management's very good as well. Tactical knowledge again lacking, I feel. So, but yeah, other than that, we've got Alex Smithies in goal. We all know about him. He's a Huddersfield Town goalkeeper. Didn't realise he was so good at one-on-ones. I would have never have said it. But yeah, obviously a very good goalkeeper, but it remains to be seen whether he'll perform like that against us. Other than that, just to let you know, a few transfer bits of activity that I've done. Isaac Abbas is meant to be coming in. He's joining on a free, and yeah, he's a 19-year-old Ghanaian. This is more for if we continue with the stream, continue with the series on the stream. Again, let us know in the comments if you'd like to enjoy that. I'm thinking maybe a Sunday evening sort of session. Let us know. But yeah, inside forward, I'm hoping I can convert him to be a right-footed winger, basically, because I think he's got the core starting attributes, like on the physicals and whatever. Just needs to work a little bit on his crossing, etc. But yeah, he's going to be handy in the coming years. And I've also put in a bid for Tom Kearney. I need a replacement for Pablo Hernandez. Again, he's a good player. Is he the answer? Let us know in the comments if there's someone who you think would be better. So anyway, into today's lineup. And a team that's going to play the last game of the season. We're going to have Lonergan in goal. We're going to have Ayling at right back, Anita at left back, with Janssen and Shagnassi in the middle of defence. We're going to have O'Kane partnering Ronaldo Vieira in the middle of the park, with Dallas on the right, Alioski on the left, Pablo Hernandez making his final appearance for the club, and Kalua up top on his own. So hopefully, I was going to play 10 men fuck off, but he got injured, the knobhead. But anyway, let's get into this game, shall we? So there's some, players there that I recognise, likes of Freeman and Luongo, decent players in the middle of the park, and obviously on the left as well. And I've got Noah in centre back as well, and Joe Lynch, former Huddersfield Town man, as well as Smithies. But yeah, it's not going to be that straightforward, but it doesn't matter. This is like the victory lap, so that is what we're going to be looking for. I'm going to be telling them, did we get beat last time against them? Let's not, but let's give the fans a performance. I can't even speak. Let's give the fans a performance to make them proud, basically. We're going up, we're going into the Premier League. Let's give them a good send-off. We are at home, last game of the season. Let's kick some ass. So yeah, the guys huddle up in circles. Referee gets the game underway, with QPR going from left to right. Right, we've got an early highlight. Ayling has a throw, finds Dallas. Loses the ball to Freeman. Freeman kind of clear away. Clears along towards Tony Martinez. And now he's coming forward. He's got no help in the minute. He opts to go back. It's a terrible ball. And Alioski pounces. Plays it in field to Kalua, who loses obviously the header. But it's played back through. Kalua hits it, son. He does. It's a goal. 5 minutes in, and we're already ahead. God, I love this tactic. Little spoiler. I've been trying to get me like friendlies out of the way. It did crash, by the way. I've only played the one, but I'd also sorted out all my staff dealings and everything else from a Tranmere save. And I'd left it to watch a couple of episodes of Peaky Blinders, and it was only against the reserves, but won 7-1 against his reserves, and that one goal was a fail of the week, which you will see. Or will you? You won't see it, no, because it crashed. Devastated, so I haven't got that footage, unfortunately. It was an almighty fail of the week. Right, so it's half time. I've got some key highlights. I want to try and get through the games. Well, I've been trying to get through the games a little bit quicker. Seems that the tactic seems to be working. And yeah, we've done really well there. I'm just going to tell them not to be complacent, give the others some faith. Let's get to the second half, and hopefully we'll have a few more highlights in before the end of the season review. We're not going to go too much in depth. Right, we've got a highlight here, and O'Kane has won the header. It's Hernandez trying to feed in Kalua again. He's going to get a second assist. He is, because Kalua's just going to finish. Smithy's apparently really, really good. I was going to say one-on-ones, but it doesn't really matter because it's not to do with a one-on-one situation. But even so, Kalua hitting a little bit of form now. You can see it here. Kenny chipped it forward. Okay, nodded it down with his mohawk, which he doesn't have. And then Kalua just got it here, cushioned it to the bottom right-hand corner. That's terrible goalkeeping, in my opinion, from Alex Smithies. But we don't care. It's 2-0. Great send-off for the fans. Right, so the two players that are not performing are both the wingers. So it'll be other wingers are going to come on, which is Sacco and Morgan. I keep trying to give Sacco games. I've got a little bit of hope that he's actually going to, do something. Be a good player. But it's just that finishing of four. It grinds at me. And then finally, I'm just going to give Hernandez his final send-off. But he's had a decent season, to be fair. He's been a little bit outshone by Saiz. Right, looks like we have no highlights whatsoever. Oh, we're going to score though, apparently. Shagness is going to get his first goal of the season on the last game of the season. Pretty chuffed with that, to be fair. I wasn't expecting it. I just thought, it's said end of match highlight. Shagness is just going to score a header direct. Keepers are the bear again. But yeah, fantastic. There it is, end of the season. Well, it hasn't actually blown yet, but I'm sure it won't be long. But yeah, fantastic result for us that. In terms of just giving a send-off for the fans. We're going into the Premier League. It's a fantastic result. We're restricted to 4 shots, all off target. Fantastic performance. Very good performance. Let's tell them exactly that. Let's give Kalua, some love. Really, let's just say that. It was very good. His performance. He's inspired, which is what you want to see. I'll also give Shagnasty that comment as well because he's got over an 8 as well, which is fantastic. Passionately, performance was very good. Just delighted. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I was looking for some inspiration from yourself. Well, not inspiration, but I want you to be inspired by me. But anyway, end of the season table looks like this. Forest dropping down to the 3rd tier once again, with Barnsley and Birmingham. Birmingham are perhaps a shock as well, but yeah, I mean, I would, when Birmingham had Harry Redknapp at the beginning of the season, I thought, they've pissed it, but it didn't work out like that in real life. It's a bit of a shame. And Forest lost 3-0 to Bolton Wanderers, and Burton lost 3-0 to Preston, so they both lost. The teams that have actually, well, I'm surprised at that, Preston haven't made it to the playoffs. It's going to be Bristol City, Reading, Brentford, or Wolves. I'm going to say it's Wolves that's going to go up. But let's just quickly show you how much we're going to have to spend. We've got 35.5 million and a wage budget of 169 grand a week, which I believe is, about 170-ish, wage budget. So I've already given a few contracts out, one to Ayling, I think one to Vieira, but otherwise it's like business as usual really. But somehow we've made money. Not entirely sure how, but anyway, let's have a quick lowdown of how the players have done this season. So we're not going to go massively into the breakdown, but we're just going to start off with apps, goals. I'm just going to do apps, goals, assists, and average ratings. That's all we're going to do, really. Apps. Most apps, of course, was 37, which was Felix Wiedveld. Unfortunately, picked up a long-term injury, which meant that Andy Lonergan came in. But I'll tell you what, Andy Lonergan's had absolute outstanding end to the season. Had 5 clean sheets, conceded 9 in 12. That's not bad going at all from the bearded maestro in the goal. Getting on a little bit now, so he's starting to decline in some areas. But after that, it was Stuart Dallas with 35 starts, 9 off the bench, 10 goals, 14 assists is pretty good as well. We'll get onto those shortly. Then the next most appearance maker was Ronaldo Vieira with 33 starts, 7 appearances from the bench. 33, and then 1 for Luca Ayling, and then yeah, the Pontus Jansson with 32 rounding off the top 5. Next is goals, and the most goals was actually Tranmere Rovers with 15. They were quite well spread out in the end. 10 goals for Stuart Dallas as well, 8 from Saiz, who picked up some form later on. Lasoga got 7, remember he got 3 in the same game as well, so it's kind of disappointing is that. Kalua picked up 7 in 7 starts and 8 off the bench, so that's pretty pleasing as well. With Alioski getting 6 as well. And assist makers, looking at Stuart Dallas, Kamar Roof and Calvin Phillips, surprisingly with the most assists. And then you've got Alioski and Saeed joint with 6 as well, with Click getting 5, with not as many appearances, so pretty good in that regard. And then looking at the top performers, and Kalusic coming in has been a revelation. 7 goals and 7 appearances as mentioned, but he's got 7.32 average rating, with Andy Lonergan coming in 7.23 average rating. He's very good as well. Ronaldo Vieira, the best of the long-termers, if you like, with a 7.21 average rating. He's actually moved to a 4-star player as well. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, improving all the time. Very good player, obviously, for this level. Whether he can make it in the Premier League, we'll soon see. Shagnasty getting a 7.17 despite not really knowing the position perfectly, but he's done very well. Now he does actually, come to think of it, he's now a natural, and that is ever increasing the central defender role. So that's very pleasing to actually see that actually go up as well. So that's very nice indeed. And Pontus Jansson got 7.17 as well as Shagnasty, and I will mention Unino Kane as well because it's only 0.1 off in it, so very handy. I'm just gonna have a quick look and just see. Right, so I've just added the player of the match, and the player with the most players of the matches was at Unino Kane with 5, and then there's 3 people on 3, which is Kalua, Saiz and Vieira, with Wiedfeld and Lasoga, and numerous others getting 2 player of the matches. I just thought I'd add that one in afterwards as well. So looking back across the season, just to see where it all went right as opposed to where it went wrong. It started going wrong like early on. We had a decent pre-season, 1 loss in between, 1 draw, and then we got trounced by Bolton 3-0, and then trounced by Preston 5-1 in the league. Got us off to the worst possible start, bottom of the league, and then we won a couple of games here and there, and then lost a couple more, and then it just became time to try and change things. And we had another bad spell here. This was all on the stream. If you were there, you'll know. It was actually from the Ipswich Town. Look at the goals we were conceding. 10 goals in 2 games. And then granted we had 2 games that were clean sheets, but yeah, it was just crazy. And then we had another poor run. Went here 3-0 down against Aston Villa. Massive pivotal point this, and it was actually highlighted when I got promoted. We were 3-0 down, and then we came back to win 4-3. It was a fantastic game. First time I've had that happen in God knows how many FMs, where I've come back from 2 goals or more down, and God, I was chuffing me out with beating everything. It was awesome. And then after that, we played the next couple of games. We won and then we drew, but I just felt like we weren't creating enough chances, so I had a proper sit down. Like I said, took a FM Life's advice and watched the games. And I was watching it as it was unfolding. I watched the full game. I can't recommend that enough. At the very least, use comprehensive highlights. And just eventually, I came to the tactic that I've got now. And apart from losing to Coventry City in the FA Cup, which I can't put my finger onto what happened there. It was really bizarre. But yeah, we just destroyed everyone apart from Reading. We lost 1 game. So I just can't believe how amazing this tactic turned out to be. And like I said, I used it on the Tranmere save, and apart from the fact that it crashed, which is gutting, beat the reserve 7-1, which that one again was a fail of the week, which I can no longer show you, unfortunately, because it crashed. Anyway, but yeah, that is it for this season. So that is it, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this series. It is coming to an end on YouTube, sort of. Like, I'm going to continue it on a stream basis. Probably on a Sunday night, I'll do a stream and upload it to YouTube afterwards. Hopefully that's something you'll look forward to seeing. Quick question about it is, do you think I should break it up into sections? Like, for instance, if I do like a 3-hour stream, do you want me to break it into hour sections or 45-minute sections, or just, I'm just looking for ideas as to how you want to see it. It would be greatly appreciated if you could give us that feedback, just so I know what I'm going to work towards going forward. Otherwise, I'll just do the streams, record them, put them all as like a whole episode, if you like. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this series and this video. If you have, why not go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Oh, to everyone who's stuck with the channel as well, I'm greatly appreciative of it. It's fantastic, and we're trying to build towards that 1,000 mark. It's been a while coming. Hopefully we can get there. I'm hoping before Christmas, but it is what it is. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But hopefully you guys will join us, form a new series, which is going to be Turmoil at Tranmere. That is the series name. I've got you'll probably see a picture of the thumbnail now, and yeah, hopefully you'll look forward to that, and we can have some good time with that as well. A bit of a falling, not giant, but they were nearly in the Premier League, and then it all just went pear-shaped, and that is why I've chosen Tranmere Rovers. A bit of a comeback kid sort of save. And until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.